right, thanks for joining me tonight on Radio Motion's 90s Rocks. Going to do a little different tonight. Instead of having the episode of The Ugly Truth. Well, look, sometimes everything is the ugly truth. But I just want to talk about essentially what I've been thinking about lately, what sort of draws me to doing this. As much as I like the rants that I have, obviously, I really enjoy playing the music, as I think everyone does here. And look, I'm even sure the big mainstream shows, somewhere deep down, as much as they wanted to talk, and yes, I am going to talk now, I think they really are impassioned, and they're drawn to music, and it really moves them. So we're going to get a bit deep for a moment, kind of like, the DJs of old, the night radio. I'll tell you, if I could do that job, I think I would absolutely do that. Just put me in a studio, give me the midnight shift, and I'll talk anyone through the night and keep you awake. But yeah, this is sort of my music, the awakening, and I think for anyone who loves music, it's obvious. But if you like music, maybe this will help you understand why so many really are moved by it. More than just the passing song they hear on the radio to dance to. But let's imagine this. Come with me on this journey. Dim the lights. It's late. The world's quieter. Maybe you're alone. Maybe you're driving down on an empty highway. Dashboard glowing soft. And somewhere, maybe right now, a song is playing. And that song, it knows you. Have you ever had that feeling? And music can change your life in a moment or forever. It can lift you higher than you thought you could ever rise, or it can sit with you in the shadows when the weight of everything feels so heavy. There's no right song. There's no wrong song. No guilty pleasures in the cathedral of sound. Just vibration, just frequency, just truth. Music is a time machine. I've always thought that. One chord, and you're back there. First love, last goodbye, summer nights. You feel it. It can take you there, it can transport you there. And then another chord, and suddenly you're somewhere you've never been. A future version of yourself, maybe, that you haven't even met yet. It bends time, it dissolves it, and it reminds you that the past is alive and the future is calling all at the same time. And your body knows it, before your mind does. I'm sure you've heard songs. The goosebumps go up, the hairs in the back of your neck, and it doesn't always have to be out of fear. It can be exhilaration, but you can't deny it. It's there. And, it fills the heart. It floods the veins. It pulls something ancient from inside you. I believe that. Something that was there before language, before explanation. A memory of being human in its purest form. And that's just when you're listening to it on your own. And I think the other experience is listening to music in a concert. The concert experience. You walk in as individuals, some friends, mostly strangers, different lives, different histories, different burdens you're carrying through the door, and then the lights drop. The first note rings out, and suddenly you're one. One living, breathing organism made of thousands of hearts beating to the same drum, to the same rhythm. You're feeling your own emotion. It's your own private storm, your own meaning, but at the same time, you're plugged into something larger, If you've ever been to a concert, you know. There's a current. Absolutely, there's a current running through the crowd. We're all capable of that when we get together, especially when it comes to listening to music together. I think that's one of the main things that music can do is bring us together when we think we're so far apart. And I think we're a lot more alike than we know. I've always said that. But, you know, in a concert, the energy moves, it mixes, it amplifies. And for those few hours, you know, the separation dissolves. And this is where I think for anyone who's on either side of this is where science and spirit sort of shake hands because it's all mixed up. You know, the neurons fire in rhythm and, you know, your soul ignites in unison. And, you know, the vibration becomes that connection. You can't deny it. You know, we remember we're more than just the sum of our parts. We're, you know, luminous soul beings, you know. And, you know, for those who say, I like music, that's fine. We all have our passions that drive us. And that is beautiful and makes us unique. But I still feel like music is 100% designed and made for all of us. It's, you know, if you've truly felt it, you've sort of had the awakening. And it's not just about liking the music. It's about being overwhelmed by it. And that at that moment, the song, it can crack you open and reminds you of the journey you're on. The strange, beautiful, you know, miracle of being human. We're all on that human journey. And music can keep you from the edge. I tell you, it's brought many back from the edge, myself included. It sits with you when hope feels thin. You know, it reminds you that you're not alone, even when you are, because it's coming from inside you and somehow from beyond us, from outside of us. It's visceral, spiritual, and something tangible. It is in the air. You can feel it. You can touch it. It's a bridge between the seen and the unseen. And maybe, you know, just maybe, it's a gateway to connection, to empathy, to remembering who we really are beneath the noise that we get caught up in. We all get caught up in it. I've certainly done that lately. You get caught up with all the noise on the outside and you forget who you are. And I think music can sometimes bring you back to that. As much as I say these days, everyone seems to always be looking very inward and selfish. This is not what I'm talking about. This is you finding that unique experience, but when music does sometimes just tear you open, you are more connected with others, with friends, family, with strangers. And it does cut through the noise. It cuts through the things that don't matter and reminds you of the things that truly do matter, those connections, experiencing life. I'm not saying don't make plans. You got to make plans. Life's hard. It'll kick you down. You got to have a plan. But you're not always planning. So I think you should stop and find those songs that move you. Find that music that can bring you back, bring you forward, bring you back to those memories. So wherever you are tonight, whatever you're carrying, whatever song finds you next, let it move you, let it break you open. It's the only way. Let it heal you, and most of all, let it transport you, because I believe that's what music does. It transports you. Because when those vibrations hit, you know, that's your soul lighting up. And Out here in the dark, across the airwaves, across the miles, across all the silence, we're already listening together. You and me, and millions of others. So that's my short spiel on music and how I think it's something that brings out the best of us and connects us all. And I hope you've all had a music awakening of your own, and you can find that song or songs or sound that really moves you and really helps you know there's more to life than just all this noise and so many others judging, or you imagine they're judging. They're not. They're all the same. They're just looking for their song as well, and you might connect on levels you can't even fathom. So that's all I have to say, and more importantly, let's get back to some fantastic soul-moving music. And we'll be right back with more Radio Motion 90s Rocks with some great 90s rock right after word from our awesome sponsors.